And welcome back, everyone. Facts first as we talk about the coronavirus. Joining me now via Skype is Jason Garlock, a CFA from Cobblestone Capital Advisors in Rochester. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you.
So you said this crisis impacts everyone differently. Boy, oh boy, are we finding that out. The Dow closed up today, but it's a difficult time, and I know a lot of retirees, for example, are really, really scared right now. What should they be doing?
Yeah, sure. Good question. This environment really is impacting everyone differently, as you said, and some people are either sick or have a loved one that's sick. A lot of people have lost their jobs here, and so those are very real, very personal tragedies that are weighing on the collective psyche of our society. But as investors, we really need to try to compartmentalize that when we think about the market. Specifically for retirees, the best advice that I would give is to focus on the things that you can control and try to de-emphasize the things that you can't. You know, you can't control the markets, you can't control the economy, but you can control the decisions that you make. Don't deviate from your financial plan and make decisions that you're going to regret down the road. And another big thing is spending, right? You can control spending. You know, ask yourself, are there discretionary expenses that I can eliminate or even postpone? Every little bit helps here.
And how about younger people that are just starting to save? I talked to a recent college graduate who has just begun the job hunt and is so discouraged given what's happened in the last couple of weeks and still wants to save money to boot. What kind of considerations do really young people, the young adults, have to make right now?
Yeah, well, first I'd say it's totally admirable to be thinking about your long-term savings in the midst of trying to find a job right now. That's got to be incredibly difficult. But my biggest fear for younger investors, especially those that are a little older perhaps than the one you're talking about, the ones that lived through the 08-09 financial crisis firsthand as well, my concern is that they run the risk of being permanently scarred by this and just giving up on investing altogether. So my message to them really is to just please remember that time's on your side. And as hard as this is right now, as hard as this feels right now, when we look back on this time 20, 30, 4 years from now, there's every reason to believe that this is going to feel like a distant memory, at least from an investing standpoint.
And as a financial advisor, I want to get away from investing itself for just 1 second here. For everybody, we're talking about an economy that has collapsed in a matter of weeks. What's a good, basic, sound strategy right now for families everywhere?
Keep doing what you were doing before this. Said it a couple times on this program in the past, and I know I start to sound like a broken record, but the plan that you had coming into this is the plan that you should have right now, and it's the plan that you should have out of this. Make sure that you understand what your long-term goals are, what you're trying to accomplish with your assets, and if you have an investment portfolio that's structured to meet those long-term goals, that's a portfolio that's stable enough to withstand this. So take advantage of maybe some cash that you have waiting to invest and buy at some lower prices. Take advantage of moves higher like we've seen in recent days to maybe even sell a little bit if you find yourself overexposed to stocks. Really make sure that you're positioned now for the future, and then don't deviate from that. That remains the best advice that I can give.
All right, Jason Garlock, a CFA from Cobblestone Capital Advisors. We're always appreciative of your advice as you've been coming in. We do expect to have you back in the days and weeks and perhaps months to come. Thanks as always.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right. We have a ton of resources on our website at rochesterfirst.com. Everything from law enforcement, when we began this half hour, to investing as we end it. Check us out at rochesterfirst.com, and News 8 at 6 is next.